advice to you. Moving on to the agenda items, we would be touching base on NREGS, which would predominantly also be considering the various buildings that are yet to be commissioned, be it Gram Sachivalayas, be it RBKs, be it health clinics, be it digital libraries, and of course on need basis, Amul speed to patu, the AMCUs and BMCUs. Investment is going into housing itself. Total district GDP, district GS, and state GSDPs పెరగడమే కాకుండా district లో కూడా GDPs కూడా change వస్తుంది. Create more employment, create more production capabilities within the district. So that would be our vision is to ensure that everybody who is deserving, if they apply for a house site, the women in that household should be given a house site and delivered third house sites that we get given. All put together, talking about us. To that, if at all, we need to add a few thousand, which is also a game changer. In fact, giving them free titles for people, making it unencumbered property, giving them freehold property, which would entitle them to sell the property, to take a loan on that property. In fact, banks are coming forward and giving almost 2-3 lakh rupees of loan. Okay. Then of course, Nadu Nedu Sambandhinchi, health and education that we've been focusing on, Spandana grievances that we're also focusing on, then Boo Survey program that we're also focusing on, works within the state of Andhra Pradesh, which requires dedicated focus. 90,000 crores of works in the state of Andhra Pradesh on roads, NH alone. So that's what would have to be the major program. Now, once this kind of works start, imagine the kind of GST contribution that would come from these. Imagine the work that would actually be taking place. Imagine the material consumption that would actually be coming in. Imagine the mineral cess that the districts will be collecting. So, priority and focus on these road works are also equally important. So in this session, moving on to the first point in the agenda, is the NREGS part. The approved labor budget. How many man days have you registered in these 3 months? Maybe very important aspect of it, because this is the working period, and in this working period, if you do not clock the numbers, then there is no way that you would actually come up to fulfill those numbers. So please be mindful of this aspect. In fact, April the target was 250 lakh man days. Reviews are done by the collectors, the JCs, the PDs, the MPDOs. Jarigite tappa, these results will not come until unless the collector is focused, the joint collector is focused, the PDs are focused, the MPDOs are focused. These results will not come. So please be mindful of these things. And as you're aware that we've cleared all the building payments up to the people in Delhi, and we were assured that by this month end itself we will be getting this money. Am I right? So this is what I was also told by our secretaries, that this money is also coming. So this being the case, please make sure that we are all geared up for this. And geared up for this. Most important priority for you is completion of these buildings. all the buildings are in different stages. The collector's priority is to complete these buildings once and for all in this year. It is very, very important part. ఎందుకంటే అన్ని బిల్డింగ్లు సగంలో ఉన్నాయి, half way లో ఉన్నాయి. So please complete these buildings. Coming to the first building, that is Gram Sachwalayam. వీటికి సంబంధించి we are talking about a situation where approximately 35% of the buildings, 35.83% of the buildings are completed, physically completed and are ready to hand over. Stage low almost 35.83% on it. So the buildings show different stages for them. So these are the areas that collectors would have to focus on and complete these buildings by 30th September. That should be a target date. So please focus on this date. Districts with highest dependency at basement level and ground floor slab level lo chuste Konasima, Himanshu Shukla, please focus there. Karnool, Koti, please focus there. And Kakinada, districts where you actually have this situation. Once again, Himanshu Shukla, Srikakulam, Shrikesh, and Allur Sitaramraju district, Sumit can focus here on this part. So please set a target for yourself, that is 30th September, and get into the minute details as to where the shortcomings are and how do we close them. Another important aspect that I'd like to bring to your notice is these villages. Because if one contractor in the same village does everything, then somewhere if there is a payment what doesn't come through, then all other works would stop. So if we have more number of people doing more number of works, if we can scatter them, you would have better progress that you can display. So try and reassess every Gram Sachwalayam at that level, that village level. And try and focus on scattering these works. We completed 8,509 buildings. Out of these, we have only 13% of the buildings have been completed. So there's a long way here, 87% yet to be done. But this is the advantage once again is this is only a single floor. So a little bit of push and focus, you can see a situation where works really catch up. It would actually catapult the district GDP into another league, totally another league. You would move to another league if we were to focus on housing. So out of this first phase, 15.60 lakh houses that we have targeted, what have been sanctioned and what have been targeted. So in this particular category, we still have a situation where out of this 15.60 lakh houses, approximately 3.90 lakh houses are in different categories of non-starter category. So let's focus on this 3.90 lakh houses which are not yet fully coming into the category of started category or grounded category. So please focus on this particular category. And I was made to understand that as to why these 3.9 lakh houses are still under that category. And I was told that out of these buildings, your performance appraisal report. So this program is designed in such a way that the 17,460 revenue villages are in 3 phases: phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 1, 5,200 villages; phase 2, 5,700 villages; phase 3, 6,460 villages. In these 3 phases, all the records in the village are purified, or resurvey conducted, resurvey completed, purified. And the conclusion of this program is having a sub-register office in that Gram Sachalaya. That's the conclusion of this program. So when we say phase 1, 5,200 villages, the starting would probably be the ORI data that is given to you. Once the ORI data is given to you, that would be the starting point. Establishing a sub-register office within the Gram Sachalaya. That would, in fact, 800 crores of bills already have been cleared. The money is not the issue, the money is parked separately and bills are being given from that time. This June ku target petted. Another 1,158 until 1,158 crores of Sambandhinchi NIDA funds to road widening works, almost 720 kilometers road widening works kuda jaruguta unnayi. In fact, out of this 1,158 crores, 700 crores bills kuda ichesinamu already. Meaning the board ready ga pakkan pettundi. June ku idi kuda completion ku we are moving towards an aggressive date. Almost inni crores of works pannu jaruguta unnayi mana districts lo. 6,400 crores to New Development Bank సంబంధించి వాళ్ళ కింద ఎవ్రీ వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి డబ్బులు ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసుకుని మండలం నుంచి జిల్లా హెడ్ క్వార్టర్స్ అంటే ప్రీవియస్ when we were combined as one district, erstwhile district headquarters చూస్తే we are talking about 6,400 crores to 2 phases, so phase 1 and phase 2 kinda. Danlo 3,200 crores works to next month we are start out. In May we are starting. Mandal nunchi district headquarters to connectivity, 2-lane roads, chasing character. Almost to the extent of approximately another 16,000 crores, more or less we are spending in education also. The health ki sambandhinchi, Nadu Nedu ki sambandhinchi, there are a few things where Nadu Nedu is happening. There are a few areas where Nadu Nedu is happening. First being urban health clinics. The urban health clinics ki sambandhinchi, number of buildings that are going for Nadu Nedu is 535, out of which 184 are taking a total revamp and another 351 are newly constructed buildings. The revamp buildings 184, they are already done. Now coming to this new construction of 351, there the target date is by June end you need to complete.